My name is Teddy Bekele. I've been in Minnesota here for 10 years and I have 3 kids. I'm the Chief Technology Officer at Land O'Lakes. I was born in Ethiopia. I lived there 7 years and I moved to Italy, and then I moved to the United States in my senior year in high school. And that was in North Carolina. And then shortly a year after we moved here, my dad passed away. So we found ourselves in a spot where we didn't have much at that point. And so we had to rely on different opportunities that were available to us, whether it's scholarships or different ways of finding jobs that maybe were not easily available. Those are the areas where I think have shaped me, and we need to be able to create opportunities for others that may come from difficult situations, that may not have an easy pathway to success. My father was a huge influence, and he was always knowing sort of his roots, and he had nothing when growing up as well, right? So he was always kind of geared towards giving and helping others. My mother, always a very giving person, right? Very, very empathetic, very open. That has shaped kind of how I think about things. And then professionally, I work for a gentleman named Mike Vandelot. The way he approaches life, he's always willing to give, he's always willing to listen. He's always been a mentor for me and a guiding star. And then our CEO currently, Beth Ford. I mean, she's the one that inspires me to get involved in the community, and why it's important, and shape where we want our community to go. I'm in the United Way Tocqueville cabinet, which has been an exciting way of, I think, getting to know other leaders and also get a deeper meaning of what giving really means. And so it's gotten me even wanting to get deeper engaged into the community itself. So as a result of that, I also serve on the board of Genesis Works, which looks at underrepresented youth and how can we give them an avenue to be able to participate in fulfilling jobs in corporate America. Those are interns that we use here at Land O'Lakes. And they've helped me see sort of where the future is going and what diverse talent really brings to the table. And you invest in them when they're in high school, and then you see them now in the workforce, and it's such an exciting vision to come to life. And it makes me even want to give more now at the end of the day, right? And Amiyah is one of those bright stars, is really shining and has got a tremendous future ahead of her.
I'm Amiyah Hunter. I'm an IT TAP associate. In my free time, I am a foodie. I love going to new restaurants. I did not know what I wanted to do up until, I would say, like 9th grade. And fast forward, my mom started to say things like, well, you can do this with tech, and whenever I need help with my phone, you're there to help. She was like, join this program, Grow Through Code, and if you like it, you like it. I was like, I love it. This is what I want to do. My exposure to Land O'Lakes started in high school. I was a part of the Genesis Works program, and I knew that I wanted to do something with IT long term. But as a high school student, you don't know what the day-to-day looks like. That was my first, I would say, exposure to Land O'Lakes. And it was just my exposure to life in general. The reason why I kept coming back was because of the community aspect of it. Land O'Lakes employees were a huge help. When I met with Teddy for the first time, I was nervous. I'm like, oh, he's so high up. Like, what do I say? You could see his passion, and that really just made me feel seen and heard and like wanted here. Every time he was like, you keep coming back, and I'm like, yes, I do. But it's really cool to be in this more permanent role and be in a space where I am an actual employee here at Land O'Lakes, and I can see myself being here for a very, very long time.
What makes me successful at the end of the day are the people. We look out for our members, and most importantly, the employees that work here. It's critical for a corporation to be philanthropic. It creates that deeper connection into the community itself, to attract the right talents, to make sure that they want to be here, they're excited to be here. And for the leaders of this organization to be getting involved in organizations like United Way, which are super critical for the health of our community. I think about how United Way stands for racial equity. It's a core pillar. And there's barriers today. There's legitimate barriers that are in place because of things that have happened over decades and centuries. If you give someone an equitable opportunity to reach their potential, then they could do things that you could never imagine. If you ask me why I really do give, is more on a transformational basis. Is the giving going to lead to something that's transformative in someone's life? Are we instilling somewhere where they can have upward mobility going forward? If our giving can lead to that, then that really for me is transformational for me personally. So those are the types of things I'm looking for from a philanthropic standpoint.